So it's Monday, July the 18th, and I'm about to start my first day on Doctor Who. I'm about to go to rehearsals. Feels a bit strange that we've actually made it to today. It's been such a long build-up. I felt like it was never really going to happen. Quite good though that we're starting, just to get going, because sitting and thinking about it and waiting for it to start is fairly nerve-making. But we start today. So it's the read-through today of the first 3 episodes. This is obviously the day when you're expecting to get recast at any moment. The writers from the other episodes are coming down, Stephen Moffat and Stephen Fry and Toby Whithouse, and you're all writing scripts at the moment for me, so it all does feel like all eyes are watching slightly. Just say it out loud, kind of in a big room for the first time. A little bit intimidating, but I'm sure we'll live.
What is this? The beginnings of my autobiography by Mr. Detailed. We'll now start to read episode 1, Inside the TARDIS. Dark, a figure up the ramp pulls down a lever, the chamber comes alive. The Doctor, in his element, same old ship, brand new man.
So the read-through's done. It was pretty terrifying. The room was stowed full of people. Nobody else seemed to be as nervous as I am, but then I suppose I am the new boy on this. But it's okay. I feel up for it now. I feel ready to go, and I sort of can't wait to start now. It's good.
My name's Camille Kajuri, and I play Jackie Tyler, Rose's mum. The worst Christmas present that anyone has ever got me. Oh, I know, it was my husband. He bought me this very expensive handbag a few years ago. It was a big duffely type thing which cost a fortune, and it was really horrible, and I sent it back and got a cheap one for 20 quid. I will be watching the Christmas episode with my family, my children. I think the neighbours might come in. My mum's coming up from the Isle of Wight. I've got my sisters and brother-in-law, and yes, we'll all be watching. I can't wait to watch my children watch it, actually, because I've seen it, but I can't wait to watch them watch it. We'll be watching. We were very lucky when we filmed the Christmas special in July, because actually we had one of the coldest Julys on record. I don't know if you remember, but so there were times when we were outside and we were shivering, and we really were shivering in the middle of July. It was quite bizarre. Jackie's not very good in a crisis. No, she's a bit of a scaredy cat and a bit of a screamer, and will just run away or just get her daughter to save the world. You know, where have you been? Why aren't you saving the world like you usually do? Because I can't do it. She's very, she's not very good in a crisis at all. No. It was quite eerie filming the Killer Christmas Tree, because we were standing there and reacting to a stationary tree, because obviously special effects have to do their magic and make it scary and spin and be very frightening. But it was still, and however it was extremely eerie, so it didn't leave much to the imagination, really. So many moments in the Christmas episode spring to mind when you're talking about best bits. One of them is David's entrance as the new Doctor. He's just joyous and delicious. And also when he's lying there, when the alien Sycorax is standing over him with a sword, and he delivers that brilliant line so brilliantly when he's lying over the edge of the alien planet. that's one of my favourite bits.
How you doing now?
Is that a moment, or is that a moment? That's a moment. That's a moment.
Big on the inside, you know. So that is what we finally looked like. I think it looks quite good. The first day is over. I'm absolutely exhausted. I think there was so much nervous energy today. Just getting through it, and it was so kind of overexciting, and I'm very overstimulated. I'm like a sort of 5-year-old who's had too many E numbers, and now I'm on the come down. I'm aching, and the scenes went okay. I mean, I'd like to do them again. It's always the way, I suppose. You're never happy, but it's done, and we move on. We have to do it again tomorrow, every day now, for 9 months. Very pleased with the costume. It was the first time I saw it all finally made today, and I think they've done a beautiful job, so I'm very pleased with that. Billy was so lovely today, and she's so good in it as well. And Noel and Camille are... Oh, I'm gushing like a lovey, am I? But it is a very nice atmosphere on set, and everyone's very, very friendly and good at what they do. We hurtled through it as well. They work very fast. I think I've been used to productions where you hang around a bit more. I think that's mostly a good thing. I need to have something to eat, have a bath and go to bed, I think. Because tomorrow we crash land the TARDIS. Hurrah!
I'm Noel Clark and I play Mickey Smith.
Thank you.
The worst Christmas present I've ever been given has to be probably a pair of wide front pants, which I don't actually wear. I mean, I do wear pants, but I wear boxers, and I was given these grey sort of pant things, which just aren't really me. I had to smile and say thank you, obviously, but that would be the worst Christmas present I've ever been given. I will be watching Doctor Who this Christmas, snugly on my couch, with family and friends, with a glass of water, because I don't partake in tipple myself, and just looking forward to it and enjoying it. And I'll be in the nice warm house, and probably have a turkey leg in this hand, a mince pie in that hand, and enjoying the show. The thing I most like about Mickey is that he's loyal. I mean, he's loyal to the Doctor, even though the guy's stolen his girlfriend away. He's loyal to Rose unconditionally. I mean, I would have given up by now, personally. Moved on to pastures new, you know. But Mickey's loyal, and that's the thing I like about him the most. Filming the TARDIS crash was quite daunting, because obviously some of it was CGI, but the actual part where Camille and I ducked down was a full practical half TARDIS, which was swung on a crane towards us and was rigged so that it would be just above our heads at standing level, but was still swinging at an angle, so, you know, swings quite low and then comes down, and it was quite... it was scary at first, but once you've done it a couple of times, it was really exciting. The funnest thing about working with Camille is that she's just such a lovely, lovely woman. I mean, Camille and I have become really good friends off camera. The most impressive thing I think I saw in the Christmas special would have to be the Sycorax ship.
Tonight, Kat, I am going to be Christopher Eccleston. Here we are then. It's about 11:15 on day 3, and it's been on us solidly now, so we're a bit behind, and we've got the big final scene of the Christmas special to try and do with a snow machine and extras and wind effects and cranes, and we've got about 5 minutes to do it in. So it's not been too smooth today, but we'll see what happens next.
And action!
What are they? Meteors?
It's the spaceship breaking up the atmosphere. This isn't snow, it's ash.
Okay, not so beautiful.
And this is a brand new planet Earth. No denying the existence of aliens now, everyone saw it. Everything's new.
And what about you? What are you going to do next?
Well, back to the TARDIS, same old life.
On your own?
Why don't you want to come?
Well, yeah.
So that was day 3. It was a funny day because the weather was appalling for most of it. In the last sort of couple of hours, we managed to get the big final scene of the Christmas special done, which was a big old setup with a crane and snow and. But then it suddenly became a lovely clear night, and it was sort of perfect for it. So. A funny day that sort of ended quite well, I think. All day today there was people watching and taking photos and wanting autographs, and it's great that people are so enthusiastic about it, but that takes a bit of getting used to as well. You know, just sort of getting on with your job in the midst of all that. So yeah, although it's in July, we've had a week of very autumnal weather, so it might even look like Christmas.
My name's Kevin McCurdy, I'm the fight coordinator for the Christmas special in Doctor Who. Basically all the fights that you see on TV, that's what I do. I make all the fights up, I train all the actors, all the actresses in weapons, in hand-to-hand, physical work as well. I give that to fall onto the floor, things like that. The Doctor and the Sycorax leader are fighting with hand-and-a-half broadswords. They're actual broadswords. They're 440 blades, which means they've been folded over 440 times, and so they are usable swords. Quite heavy, you know, manoeuvrable, but quite heavy. They give sparks off when they hit every now and again. We're filming in the cave, and then we're going to be filming on the wing of the spaceship. These are called bokken, okay, Japanese practice swords, okay, for samurai, aikido, Japanese martial art. So working with these, and then working with the actual metal swords, it was, you know, the weight, the forearms, you know, it burns, you know, because you're really using your arms a lot and you're using your hips and your back, you know, just to do one shot. And so when we actually ran the fight all the way through, he was like, they were both like this at the end of it, because it's a real workout.
We're travelling through the Wye Valley. We're on our way to Clearwell Caves, where we're going to try and get this fight blocked out. It's absolutely lovely.
It is.
Green, what's
Yes, it may be that we're lost in the Wye Valley, in fact. So tonight, Billy and Noel and the rest of our wonderful production team are filming from 5 in the evening to 4 o'clock in the morning in Cardiff town centre. We're excused that because we're on a fight rehearsal day, So what we're doing
He's having tea. You may borrow my knife. Thank you so much. There you go. There you go.
These are the difficult production decisions we're having to make today. It's not easy. Enjoy your night shoot, Belle.
For the planet.
For the planet. We've just finished the third day at Clearwell Caves, which is the inside of the Sycorax ship. And I was supposed to finish for the weekend tonight, as was Billy and Noel, but we are miles behind on this. We've just still got loads to do in this sequence. It's not that we're going particularly slowly, I don't think, although we do seem to get caught up with the oddest things. Moving the TARDIS took about an hour because it's such a rickety old thing. It looks so solid, but it isn't. So we're back in tomorrow. But I mean, there's still all the work that was going to happen tomorrow. All the scenes with Dan Evans and all the mission control law on the spaceship. That's still got to be done too. All the time, you just feel the kind of trundle of time pressure all the time. I kind of suspect it's going to be like that for the next 8.5 months. I just wish we had a bit more time. Phil was telling me today that this stage last year they were 3 weeks in and 2 weeks behind. So at least we're not doing as badly as they did last time.
Welcome to my Sycorax wing.
Why is there soil on the wing?
Because the spaceship is made of rock. Oh, Missy! Stay back!
And cut.
So, the fight stuff is finally finished. And I've had messages from Julie and Russell today, both having seen the rushes. Both very pleased with it, so that's encouraging. I went on Blue Peter yesterday, which was an interesting experience.
And here he is, Doctor number 10, David Tennant.
Hello.
Welcome to Blue Peter.
Thank you very much.
Great to have you here.
It's a great pleasure to be here.
Brilliant
Still got
stuff.
the same teeth after that? Yeah, I'm just wearing them in.
Difficult to do because you're trying to sort of join in, you know, to the tone of the whole thing, but you don't want to turn into one of those kind of grinning loons who appear on children's television.
If you would like to ask David a question, the great news is he's doing a web chat live after the show, so log on at 5:30.
Did that yesterday, and I'm at home today. I've got a day off. I'm back in London, trying to learn the lines for the next episode because that's the Christmas special. Pretty much done, bar a couple of little bits and pieces. Monday, we move on to the other 2 episodes. On Tuesday, K9 and Sarah Jane arrive. K9 in the house. I haven't seen K9 yet. I don't know if they've done any kind of updating or whether it's literally the same model that was used way back. So yeah, we're moving on. The first episode is pretty much done. Obviously there's months and months of post-production to be gone through, but from my point of view, pretty much done. And it all gets a lot harder now. Obviously I got a fair bit of time off in the Christmas special, or a fair bit of time lying in bed being feverish. And from now on it's a lot more intense, a lot more lines to learn.
On Christmas Day, I think I'll be with my family. I'll be in Scotland. Whether I'll watch it with them or not remains to be seen. Christmas in July worked remarkably well, actually. We were filming, a lot of the outdoor stuff was on a council estate in London, so it was, you know, fairly kind of non-specific anyway. We got away with that. And actually we had the worst weather we've had for the whole shoot in July. It bucketed on us, and we got very far behind. It was our first week of shooting. I think what's impressive when you see the episode, you know, months after you filmed it, is it goes away to the mill and it comes back with all this extraordinary stuff going on. The people standing on the edges of the buildings, and the size of the Sycorax ship, and the spinning Christmas tree, and all this stuff that you have to imagine in your mind's eye when you're shooting it is all realised even more extraordinarily than your imagination could possibly expect. When I first read the script, I suppose it was interesting because it was obviously this was the first script that I read, and of course I'm not in it for a long time. There's a lot of expectation waiting for the doctor to kind of wake up and hopefully save the day. So it was a curious one reading it for the first time, thinking, do I come into this? And then of course as soon as I do arrive, I don't stop talking for 5 pages, and it's a real kind of classic Russell T Davies monologue, which is always a joy, and he gives you all the best one-liners, and it's I suppose I was just looking forward to that, really. Filming the sword fight was sword fights are always quite laborious. You know, you have to, obviously they have to be safe, and you have to build it up very slowly over a long time. So it was a long and sometimes bruising process, but it was great. And Sean, who plays the Sycorax leader, is a great person to fight with. I mean that in the best sense. So that was it was fun. It takes me back to my RSC days, but a sword fight. Lying in bed, pretending to be ill and sweating gently for exorbitant sums of cash is every bit as easy as it looks. Yeah, I'm having enormous fun. I'm having a great time, and you know, the scripts keep coming, and they keep being each one better than the one before. It's a fantastic job. I've always had wonderful Christmas presents. My friends and family are people of immaculate taste. That gets me out of trouble, doesn't it? It's the end of rehearsals. James, what have you got to say? As we head into the start of shooting?
I think the fear is good. Well, I'm talking to you or the camera. I think the fear is good, David.
Billy.
Have you seen this?
No.
Isn't this great?
Who gave you that?
I got it for David.
Fantastic.
Let me see. Oh, that's good. Oh, how sweet. You better wear it.
This is New Earth.
Where is this?
This is New Earth. This is on the Gower Peninsula. It's about an hour and a half.
The Gower.
And across here, I mean, they will build part of this landscape, so there's this great sort of land bridge that goes out to all of this. And out here will be a city that will look like New Manhattan.
We're imagining that.
You will imagine that, and that will be there in a map painting.
Great.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
That's amazing.
When you guys land, which will be on one of these promontories here, and you'll come out of the TARDIS inland, if you like, and turn to see all of this, and then down over here, away from the city, is a big white tower that is the hospital.
Okay. What is it?
Some sort of hospital.
It will all be hyper real.
Yeah.
So these greens will be greener greens than you've ever seen. The blues and things will be exaggerated. We won't turn the grass purple or anything. It'll just be hyper real, exaggerated.
And all of that's going to be done on CGI?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then in this, we'll really exaggerate the whites. And in fact, the outside of the hospital will be modelled to look like one of these lighting units so that the design is reflected in and out.
It's that man again. He's my good luck charm.
Any friendship expressed by the Duke of Manhattan does not constitute a form of legal contract.
Where is he from, the Duke of Manhattan? Where's he really from?
Yeah, he's really from Manhattan. He's not an alien. He's a human from New Earth.
Oh, right.
Oh, do you mean where's the actor from?
Yeah.
He's American born. He's English.
So our rehearsal week is over, and I'm back in London, back at the flat. I've got the weekend off, and then we start filming on Monday, which is exciting actually. I'm looking forward to it now. the nerves that began the week they're still there, but they've receded a fair bit. Let's start. Let's get going. It's the best job in the world. Bring it on.
First time I did Chip's makeup, I think it took 2 hours. So that was his face, his chest, his neck, his hands, his arms, and then the henna tattoos. Then the stencils were placed on top of the skin, and then sprayed. But for the makeup to stay on perfectly throughout the day, from when you put the makeup on at 6 o'clock in the morning, you've got to keep a very close eye contact on your actor. You've got to follow them everywhere, making sure that they don't smudge.
I love Chip. I think he's great to play. Once the makeup goes on, I mean, it is sort of like, I think it looks so outlandish. You suddenly feel very awkward and odd. You look strange and you sort of feel strange. But the makeup is just sort of, I just think it looks so. Because I'm tempted to wear it out. I'd really like to go clubbing. Playing a part in Doctor Who is just brilliant. I mean, it's sort of like, the nearest I can imagine it being to is sort of like when I was a kid and I'd be playing games like the garden with my mates, and there's a lot of S sounds in a lot of my dialogue, so I just thought adding a sibilant S would sort of like make him slightly spookier, or sort of a little bit sort of more suspect with a sibilant S. Mistress. Yes, mistress. Maybe one of Cassandra's former admirers, one of her favourite admirers was Irish. So she's picked her favourite voice, her favourite pattern, her favourite eye colour, her favourite hair colour. And out comes Chip.
It's Monday the 1st of August, the beginning of week 2, and we're back in Cardiff. We finished in London on Friday, and Zoe Wanamaker and Sean Gallagher are here today. We're doing a bit from the very end of episode 1. So we're in a place called Bar Orient to film her scenes as the human Cassandra. So far so good.
But for Brody's sake, don't.
There's Cassandra. Middle of the party.
Simply not true. They're tiny. They're so dismal. And the mosquitoes, I can't tell you, they
Thank you.
terrible. And they used to bite you.
Just go. And don't look back.
Good luck. Now, if anyone puts me on that, there'll be trouble. Morris, behave. Oh, naughty people. A bientôt.
Excuse me, the Lady Cassandra.
I'm sorry, I don't need anything right now. I'm fine, thank you.
No, I just wanted to say, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
See them eye to eye. The two Cassandras collapse. People rushing around.
What's wrong? Someone get some help.
She's dying. Gotta go. Cut it. That's super. Thank you very much. Timing is just right as well. I'll try and do that again. Thank you, Zoe.
It's Monday the 22nd of August. It's a bit of an odd day today. We're back in HTV Studios in Cardiff, and we're kind of finishing lots of bits off. We've got a studio which has the pods from episode 1 at one end. Then there's a bunch of green screen in the middle, which is Sycorax's ship and a million other things. And then there's the Tyler's flat at the other end. I'm just about to be put into a harness to fall down a wire. Very curious looking cycling shorts with a lot of padding in the crotch. Which does make one worry slightly about what they're anticipating this harness might do to me. So we'll see what happens next. Well, that was a bit of a disaster actually. At the end of that day, we dropped the Nun for episode 1 on the wires, and did a few other bits and pieces. But the drop with me and Stunt Rose never happened. They did the wrong bit of rigging or something. So that's it. I got sent home and met Elizabeth Sladen in the makeup bus, who was doing I guess a makeup test because she starts tomorrow. Sarah Jane is back. Very exciting. Very exciting. That's the news really. We didn't get it done, but we move on regardless. We're in Ward 26, this rather amazing set, with all these various patients and the face of Bo behind me. And it's quite amazing. It's been built in Newport. The TARDIS is about 100 metres away. But it's an amazing set that they've just rustled up in a week. Fantastic. This is Sarah's second role of the week. This box stops Michael from exploding a heat.
It turns me into a baked Alaska with an ice cream inside and meringue.
And this is Lotta, who's in charge of it all.
Are you happy now?
I'm very happy.
How wet are your knickers at the end of the day?
It depends on how many times I miss. Dustin Hoffman, when he did Little Big Man, always had to have somebody hold it because he was all made up and couldn't. I'm not quite that like that.
You don't have a toilet walla?
No.
What's he padded with?
Polystyrene balls and silicone balls.
Why does it have to be that?
Because they move. Polystyrene balls don't weigh anything. Silicone balls are having the natural squishiness.
And what gives us that lovely chin effect?
Eating too much.
My name's Geoff Green. On Doctor Who, I play the werewolf reference performer. They track my movement and they're going to CG a werewolf from my basic movement. I'm going to be 8 foot tall. I'm going to have an enormous chest, which I don't have myself, unfortunately. They did have to draw the muscles on me rather than use my own, which was, slightly disappointing. Yesterday we were in a house in Monmouthshire, and really old house, huge old house, and kind of had 4 levels, and between each level was 2 flights of stairs. So I had to keep kind of running on all 4s, kind of bounding up right from the bottom to the top, and then kind of growling. That was fun. I like a good growl. I have my prop. John, the CG guy, has kindly given me this crash helmet with 2-foot pole and with one of his kids' toy balls on them. Which, I feel like I've stolen from his son. I feel bad, but it does make me 8 foot tall and it's good for eyeline. But I feel even more of a pillock than I do the rest of the time. Half of my role is amusement for the rest of the cast and crew. I walk on set, I get laughed at. I walk off set, I get laughed at again. You know, these things happen. The chief writer, Russell, came in and he walked in to the studio and saw me and burst out laughing, at which point Eros, the director, also burst out laughing, leaving me slightly bemused. I think I'm a lot more comical than scary in this guise. I will be scary. I will be scary in the end, just maybe not yet.
Here's our makeup truck. Oh, there I am. These are called continuity photos. They help us remember what we looked like when we last shot a certain scene. Elizabeth Sladen. Brushes, plenty of them. Coffee and tea making facilities. Teaspoons. These help us with our bags in the morning. Quite effective, actually. Okay, now I'm going to take you through the continuity folder for our Christmas episode. David. And here are the things that explain exactly what products he's wearing, where he wears them. More of David. In his dressing gown, God bless him. More of David. I think this is the first photo taken of me on our first day of shooting. And this, on my forehead, was a very, very large spot, otherwise known as volcanic rock. And we're gonna have to CGI that out because it looks like a terrible bump. Oof. After my crying scene, it'd be hard to achieve that look again. Thank God. Okay, this is now like a slideshow. Oh, Jackie, my lovely mum. And, oh, that's where she hurt her finger in real life. Camille hurt her finger, and then she had to wear the plaster for the duration of the shoot. Oh, look at my mum, how fit is she? Gorgeous.
They're ready if you want it.
Oh, Wayne, say hello. This is for the DVD.
Hello, DVD. How are you?
Cut. The tail wags up and down, as you can see. Oops. The ears go back and forth. Head goes up and down, and the gun which I've showed you. It's quite noisy when it's being driven. I mean, you can hear the noise of the servos, but that noise, the motor's driving. Eh? So that is quite noisy. And things do go wrong. There's an awful lot in there, and it charges around. As I say, I've got a couple of little faults on it now, but it's just one of those things with animatronics. There's a lot to go wrong.
We're now well into recording on episode 3, School Reunion. And we've got Billie Piper dressed as a dinner lady. I don't think it gets much better than that.
Am I enjoying it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm loving it.
I have to say, you're carrying it off surprisingly well.
You want to see it?
Yeah. This isn't the official foot.
Yeah, this will be with clogs.
Yeah.
On the day.
It's a good look. You're managing to make Dinner Lady funky.
Well, I added a few things. I'm thinking about accessorising a bit more.
Yeah. It's weird having Sarah Jane there. Because I grew up watching her. And she's back just exactly as she always was. You don't have to search for any kind of emotional reaction to that. It's all there for free.
And it's got to be said, the transformation you've brought about, it's amazing. I mean, maybe you're working the children a little bit too hard now and then, but I think good results, they're more important than anything.
Exactly. You're a woman of vision, Miss Smith.
Oh, I can see everything, Mr. Finch, quite clearly.
How's it been, Anthony?
It's been really special.
Tony Head as Mr. Finch. He's great. He's the most down-to-earth and fun bloke.
We love you, come
We
back!
love you! We love you too. No, I love you too. Whatever.
The little dog with a nasty bite. Not so powerful now, are you?
Mad. K9 was there today. This is K9, looking a bit worse for wear. And this is Mickey, looking rather fine.
Thank you.
Looking very perky this morning.
Thank you.
Doesn't really work. Keeps bumping into things, which I think is sort of traditional, the way he always was. So that's quite fun too.
You bad dog.
Affirmative.
So it's weird. It's a whole new episode, and it feels very different. Very different, actually. But I'm really enjoying it. There are scenes in this, in the way that there sort of aren't in the Christmas special. The Christmas special had sort of set pieces for me, but this is lovely scenes, quite, sort of, which require a bit of sort of proper acting too. As well as lots of running up and down corridors and sonic screwdrivering and all that kind of fun. So, it's good. Yeah.
We're now filming episode 3. Here are our boys. And we're over here. Oh, and the lights are up, so it's all looking quite positive. Nolly, do you want to explain what we're doing?
What we're doing now, this is the scene where at the end of episode 3 where we all run out of the school.
Yeah.
And the school blows up. So Rose and the Doctor come out that way. And Mickey runs out of the school.
Yeah.
Led by some kids who he's saving. And we get to about this point here, where we are.
And what about the green?
50 yards away, and the school's going to blow up. The green screen's there because that will enable the Mill and Dave to do their special effects where it all goes kaboom and stuff like that. And it's going to be sweet.
Nice words.
Action! Bang! Turn round! Yeah! Let's go!
Oh, you are lovely, George. You are so handsome. Yeah, Steph, pick it up.
Yeah, we have got mine.
Oh, jeez.
It's Monday, the 19th of September. The end of last week was about as crazy as I've ever known anything to be, really. We're galloping towards the end of Block 1 now. James Hawes is supposed to finish on this coming Thursday, and that should be episodes 1 and 3 in the Christmas special done. It's been mental trying to get it all in and trying to get everyone who had various actors who were supposed to finish last week, trying to get their scenes done whilst they're being done with cat, nun, nurse faces and Duke of Manhattan prosthetics and the logistics of it all, alongside the kind of relentless straitjacket of the schedule. Each day's call sheet just sort of meaning less than nothing as we just ferreted around for what we could do and what we had to do to get people cleared. And madness, absolute madness. But I've just heard that Billy's taken poorly, so she's going to be off for the next 2 days.
So the schedule, which was already hanging together with bits of sellotape, has now completely fallen to pieces. And I'm waiting to hear what happens next. I guess I could get called to Cardiff sort of now, although, well, it's now 11:10. I don't know. I don't suppose I could be there before 4 o'clock. And then what do we do tomorrow? Because Billy's still not going to be back. So I'm just waiting to hear now. I suspect that means our day off on Friday, which was supposed to be our kind of turnaround day before Block 2, I suspect that's now disappeared. As we'll have to catch up. I think there is stuff they could do with just me tomorrow. Not a lot, but bits and pieces. And maybe that'd be quite good. We could just hoover up lots of bits. We could even maybe do sort of bits of my scenes for, I don't know. It's all crazy. It's the most mental job on earth. And it just keeps getting madder. Okay, I've just spoken to Phil. Tomorrow is cancelled. We're all stood down. We start again on Wednesday. If Billy's better. If she's not better, I guess we start again on Thursday. So the madness continues. Crazy. Poor Billy though. She's obviously proper poorly.
We just wanted to sing happy birthday, Billy. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Billy. Happy birthday to you. Did you approve your image on that cake?
Yeah, I did actually.
Yeah, good.
I was happy with this one.
A knife, sweetheart.
Oh, wow.
Hooray.
Right, where does one start with this? What do you reckon?
Carve it.
Through the face.
Straight through the face.
Hey! Hi, this is Mini-Me, which I've just been shown for the first time. This is coat version. There will also be non-coat version. And this is my canine. That is very... Can you get a big close-up on that?
Big close-up coming up. With movable head.
With movable head. A little sonic screwdriver, and his hand comes off. That probably won't happen in the final design. Unless that's where for the Christmas episode, where he gets his hand sliced off.
This is a prototype, it's the only one in existence at the moment.
Yes, the bit.
The other ones, the heads won't come off, and we won't kill small children.
David, what does it feel like to be presented with a very small version of you?
Utterly surreal is what it feels like. But I'm kind of digging it. It's quite cool.
Did you expect this sort of thing to happen?
Not really, no. Because Doctor Who never had things like this in the old days. I remember really wanting them. I really wanted a little Tom Baker. So it's very exciting. Fantastic. Move over, Harry Potter. This is Regeneration Doc, and this is New Doc. That's quite a weird, scary thing. That's a very odd moment when one becomes an action figure. On Thursday we're switching on the Christmas lights in Cardiff. So this is the preparatory meeting. That's a model of... Is that you, Billy?
Yeah, looking very 40s. Look at you!
Who am I? Who have I come as? Old Uncle Fester.
Sergeant Bill.
This is the pièce de résistance. Instead of the normal plunger, you know, you've got those sort of the glass globes with the static electricity inside.
Yeah.
We've got one of those. So the way it's going to work is then when you do the countdown,
We're going to say
Nadolig Llawen.
Nadolig Llawen.
That would be fantastic if you
and
could say
then
that.
Bendigedi.
Bendigedi.
And what's Bendigedi?
Fantastic.
I'm on my way to turn on the Christmas lights, but Billy's trapped on the M4. which is a bit dramatic, so we're hoping she's going to get there in time. Malcolm's just arrived to pick me up with the programme. So, I don't know what happens if Rose can't make it. It's all get very exciting. Nadolig Llywelyn. We're just arriving backstage now. The security man tried to send us to the Butte Street car park, but we managed to persuade him that we have to be here. Here's another one.
BBC, I've got David Tennant.
Drop it off, yeah?
Yeah.
We're through. Will Billy have made it? Dame Billy is arriving as we speak. Yeah, it's all going on outside. Somebody broke the plasma globe.
Can you believe it?
So in the absence of our plasma globe, what have we got instead?
I'm going to show you now. On here. You know those little flat panels?
Okay, so do we touch it?
Touch either side again. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nadolig Llywelyn.
Nadolig Llywelyn.
Nadolig Llywelyn.
By which point all hell will have broken loose, won't it?
Fireworks will go off.
So we'll be screaming Nadolig Llywelyn.
Yeah, exactly. Hooray!
How are you feeling, Billy? You nervous?
Yeah.
I am too.
I don't know why.
I don't know why.
You don't throw a switch.
We don't have to throw a switch. We have to touch a plasma ball, fizz, bang, something. Yeah, one of them. Here we go.
Christmas lights.
Nadolig Llywelyn.
Nadolig Llywelyn.
Nadolig Llywelyn.
Bendigedig.
This is among the most mental things I have ever done in my life.
This is bizarre.
What's been the most unusual thing you've had to do to episode?
Oh, I don't know. Every day is a bit different, really. I mean, the other day we were hanging 30 feet in the air, but I can't tell you why. I get to play a woman, but I can't tell you why. I can't really tell you anything. It gives the plot away. We did have the Cybermen.
How scary is that?
They are genuinely, absolutely terrifying. They're really tall.
They're twice the size. They're huge. They're big, beefy, burly.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll see.
Yeah.
They're quite sexy, actually.
Steady on.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's the time we've all been waiting for. Cardiff is about to be lit up. Over to you.
Okay, you're going to have to help us count down.
From 10 to 1. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
This is Bolero. He's done about 12 years of filming. He's fantastic with an actor. He looks after actors very well. Very comfortable to ride. And he loves being inside buildings and things. He's quite at home with it. He's been inside a spaceship, which is quite an unusual place to find a horse.
Bolero here isn't actually the horse that came through the mirror, though.
No, that was his double, Arthur. Arthur is a show jumping horse, and his specific role in filming is jumping. Each horse has its own speciality, and Arthur's speciality is show jumping. Bolero's speciality is being inside, falling, and driving a carriage. And he's very good with an actor, but Arthur wouldn't be quite so good with the actor to ride.
What does Bolero get as a treat when he does it in the first take?
Oh, course mix. He loves it. Polos, but not very often. We don't encourage polos because they tend to start looking for them afterwards, and you don't want them to start doing it. But that's a course mix feed, which they enjoy, and it's good for them. And Bolero enjoys that, don't you, Bolero? Yes, I know. He can even get it out of my pocket. He's very intelligent, this horse.
Tell me what it's like to work with Billy Piper.
You don't say very much. Is that because you've got a sore throat, or are you just a little hoarse?
These are the most child-friendly versions of the iCamera. As you can see, the good old recognisable silhouette of surveillance camera, which would be very familiar to all of us. But you also have the eye element in there as well. There are little parts in here which kind of bled into the next version. Going slightly gorier here, still looking fairly recognisable, and a little bit of Clockwork Orange stuff going on with little bits and pieces holding the eye open. And then we go super gory, full on veins, pimples, nose hair, even though there's no nose, and lots of dangerous looking implements which you wouldn't want anywhere near your eye. That's the final. So that's it in its surveillance mode, as you can see, and it's scanning there, so it's all switched on and alert, and now it's seek and identify, so it's on the lookout. So it comes out of its little cubby, as you'll see in the episode.
Okay, my name is Gustav Hugen. I do animatronics on Doctor Who. I think most robots are usually quite bulky, unelegant, and I want to give it a bit of elegance. You know, the head movement is supplied by one of the most basic mechanisms, but the most effective one. It was just three gimbals here, same on the hand control, and whatever your hand does, the head follows basically. So it's the most natural movement. Here you can see I sort of try to imitate the human muscle structure basically. You got your, I don't know if it's the trapezium or whatever, but just copy this from the human neck basically to make it look a bit more natural. But you never get to see it because it's got a cravat and a high collar, so that was all for nothing. The chassis of this is taken from a wristwatch. But the funny thing of that shape was that it resembled the shape of a head, the profile. Like you got a little jaw here and the back of the head here and just a nice round curve. I cheated in putting in electric motors basically. Because Clockworks, you wind them up, and we couldn't do that basically. You had to be very controllable, and we had to be able to switch it off whenever, because this is a scene they pour liquid in it. So let's say it's running, pour the liquid in, I can make it all stop. Basically.
I'm Louise Page, I'm the costume designer for Doctor Who. We're at Radley Hall today to shoot the mask ball scene for Madame de Pompadour, with Sophia Myles as Madame de Pompadour. We have a big mask ball with a big crowd involved. We've hired from about 3 or 4 different costume houses today for this ball scene. We're doing 18th century court, French court, which is quite difficult to get the amount of dresses that we wanted in the condition that we wanted them to be. We've got 40 main crowd costumes and another 8 droid costumes. Then obviously the principals on top of that. The droid costumes also, the main priorities for us with those droid costumes is obviously that the droids are robots, they're not real, and therefore you can't show their hands or their necks or any flesh at all. Obviously, if people watch, they might think this isn't necessarily 18th century period correct, but this is Doctor Who, and it's about filling in the gaps where you can't have bits of flesh showing. Yesterday we did the picnic with Madame de Pompadour and her friend. The mud and the sludge with the grass was extraordinary. We had to shoot with it like that. There's nothing you can do, and often it doesn't even show on screen. But by the time the dresses came back that afternoon, they were deep in mud.
My name in real life, I'm Sophia Myles, and I play Madame de Pompadour. In history, she was the mistress of Louis XV. And in Doctor Who, she is Doctor Who's soulmate. Today, we're shooting a scene at the Royal Court of Versailles, right at the end of the episode, where the Doctor comes to, as he normally does, save the day, because everything's going a bit mad. The Clockwork people have descended on the palace, and, well, they're here to get me because they want my brain. I've got some absolutely fantastic costumes. This one is definitely my favourite. This is actually a dress that Helen Mirren wore on The Madness of King George. So, you know, for a piece of hand-me-down clothing, it's not half bad, is it? but it weighs an absolute ton. It's about 7 pounds, I think. So I don't need to go to the gym while I'm on this job because I just do all my weights at work lifting this stuff around. This is not all, my own hair is only to about here, and they've used about 4 or 5 different pieces to build it up. So yeah, it's great fun having your hair done every day. All of the bling, I know, serious bling. Some of this, I think, some of the stuff I have is actually from Topshop, would you believe? And some of it's period stuff, but it's fabulous. I think P. Diddy would be quite jealous of me, actually. Well, the fact that I get to kiss the Doctor was one of the main reasons that I took the job. Because I don't think have any girls snogged the Doctor before? I'm not sure. Well, the thing is, he doesn't really get a chance because I just snog him and he's just pushed against the wall. But yeah, good responder.
I started acting when I was 12 in Byker Grove. I was there for 7 years. Then left, came to London, got a presenting job on CBBC, which was all by chance as well, because I used to be a guest on there through Byker Grove. And then I decided I'd missed acting, hadn't done it for a little while, and asked my agent to get in touch with Doctor Who, and it all happened from there.
It's moving! He said it was dead!
I was a bit worried about starting Doctor Who because obviously it's been going for 1.5 years already and the cast and crew know each other, but everyone was just so welcoming and really, really friendly, got on with everyone like I'd been there since day one.
But you're fine then?
My best day on Doctor Who was probably the day we spent inside the Zeppelin where Mickey and Jake are trying to find the transmitter controls and save the day. We had a whole day inside there. So it was a lot of fun, and we had a Cyberman to fight against in there, so it was great. We had a lot of gun training as well for the character of Jake. When we're on set, we've got earplugs in when we're firing. You can probably spot them actually, if you look closely. And yeah, obviously the shells are going everywhere, so the crew have got to get out of the way. Best thing about Jake is that he's really up for shooting the Cyberman, getting there, sorting everything out. I think he enjoys fighting against them, even though he wants to put everything right. But he kind of sees it all as a bit of a laugh, really, I think.
It's the 7th of November, and we're about to blow up the TARDIS. We're actually going to be in the shot, so Lindsay's going to film that. And there's an air of expectation. The TARDIS is going to be blown to smithereens. Well, I don't know how big the explosion is going to be, but we're about to find out.
Okay, stand by then. And action!
I was calibrating. I know exactly what I'm doing. We're about to do the wall of fire.
Mm-hmm. Fire.
Billy's a bit worried about her hair.
And my dress. Full naked child running around.
Going out like a cheap nightie.
Mm-hmm.
But it's quite exciting.
And is this through choice or is this through saving money, David?
It's purely saving money.
Yeah.
The shoot's getting on now. They've got enough shots of us. If we do go up, they can cobble together something. For the last few episodes, it'll be fine.
That's brilliant.
These are Cybermen, without their heads yet. Ow! It's like the Tin Man in Wizard of Oz, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's kind of hot. Yeah. Might not need this thermal anymore.
You guys okay?
My name's Ailsa Burke, and basically I've been working on the movement on the second series of Doctor Who. And in this series it's been working with the likes of the Cybermen. We put together a team of amazing guys. They went through the usual process of auditioning, and then we had workshops. We did a spatial relationship exercises, because in those masks you've got very limited vision.
Are you in?
Knowing instinctively, seeing where you had to go, where your movement was going to go, say without a head-on, and then just being able to do it because you paced it out, you knew where you were going to, and it was working together in combination with the others. And we finally got it down. I think it's to about 21 guys. And then the guys had to go up to get fitted into their costumes, and then we lost a few of the guys because the costumes are so specific inside. Even the width of the thighs made a difference to whether some of the guys got through that stage or not. We've had some amazing times. I think one of the first evening when we were at the power station, when the rain was lashing across, that was actually the first time we had all the team that became the Cybermen in their costumes together, and it was the first time we could see the total visual image of the guys together.
Action!
I'm very, very lucky with what I do. I really enjoy my work, and every creature or anything, any work that comes up, it's always a different challenge. You know, you're always learning, you're always moving forward, especially with our work because technology is moving forward, and there are always different areas to address. And to me, it is the sheer pleasure of creating and seeing that come to life on screen. Yeah, very lucky to be doing what one enjoys doing.
It's Thursday, the 24th of November, and we're filming the big Cybermen attack that happened at the end of episode 5. We should have finished last night, but we didn't. Very cold. Cybermen still look great though. Cyberman in a dressing gown, trying to keep warm. Yeah. Here come the Cybermen, all in a row, holding hand. Cybermen have got elastic bands around their wrists.
Tell us why, Phil.
They've got elastic bands around their wrists so that they can keep the tension, because they have no periphery vision, and so they can't see each other. So in order for them to march together, they need a bit of tension between each other to keep them together and in a straight line. Off they go.
Look at them skipping.
Skipping now.
How many layers are you wearing tonight, Sean?
Just the 3.
Yeah. How many have you got on, Nolly?
I haven't got any thermals on my legs.
Haven't you?
No, not at all.
Really?
Little popsicle sticks around freezing.
How many have you got on, David?
And I've got pads in my shoes. Heat pads in my shoes. And very thick, new grey thick socks.
They're so nice.
They look like thrombosis tights.
Yeah. It's very good for my circulation at the same time.
These are small as I've got on as well. So they hug.
That is quite a sexy shot, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think that's... Your hairs aren't really supposed to stick through though, are they?
Mine do, don't worry.
Do they?
This van is where the sound people live. Nicholas Briggs talks in funny voices. He thinks people are recording it. They're not. They're just humouring him. To be honest, these Cybermen make such a bloody racket. Any sound that's being recorded is completely useless anyway tonight. Cyber flirting. And now it's snowing. I'm now sheltering inside Malcolm's car. But the snow is now coming down in a proper old blizzard. I don't really know what we do now. Come back in February? We're in trouble now. I don't know how we're going to finish this scene.
Phil's doing this.
Oh dear, that's not a good look. The snow is beginning to go off.
It has. It's just a few little bits now. And look, you see, they're sweeping the snow away.
Oh yeah, there's a bit of broom action. But they may make us do more work now.
I hear that, you know, if any real Doctor Who fans are watching this, we might be going for a Claws of Axos rewrite. If you follow me.
The snow has stopped, although it's all over the ground. So it's been swept off that bit, and we're going again. We've lost about an hour.
And action!
We volunteer for the upgrade program. Take us to be processed.
You are weak elements.
But we surrender.
You are incompatible.
But this is a surrender.
You will be deleted.
But we're surrendering. Listen to me. We surrender.
You are inferior and will be reborn as Cybermen, but you will perish under maximum deletion. Delete. Delete.
My name is Paul Casey and I'm a character actor on Doctor Who. At the moment I'm having the privilege of playing the Cyberman, Cyber Leader and Cyber Controller. This series I've played a Clockwork Droid and the 3 Cybermen. There was auditions, castings for the roles to play the characters, and I auditioned for Ailsa Burke. We had the audition, and then we had the recalls, and I got offered the part and offered 5 roles in the first series, and then they've asked me back, and I've played 2 so far in this series. I have to say my favourite character is the Cyberman. I've just absolutely loved it from beginning to end. Bringing them alive, making them so powerful and so strong and scary. I've loved every second of it. And we've been filming for 10 weeks, so it's been quite a long haul, but we've just had such a great time, and the whole team of Cybermen working together, it's just become a family. They're just brilliant people and lovely people, and it makes it a pleasure to come. We've done a lot on location, and it's fine until it's windy. And then the wind sort of gets up inside the suit and it gets very cold. But we filmed in rain, snow, sleet, fog. We've filmed in it all, so it's been quite varied. I trained as a dancer gymnast, then went into the acting and singing and stuff. So I started there, and through my career I've sort of ended up playing up, you know, movement creatures. So, and I love it.
When I came on to Doctor Who, I came on as 3rd AD. Just can't get the staff. You guys, you always fill up. They stepped me up, which was fantastic. What a great challenge for me to take on, particularly on Doctor Who, because it's a massive show and there's so much to organise. Thank you, guys. I'm there to run the unit base, so the actors will come in the morning, and I have worked out their calls. They go to makeup, make them look beautiful. They go to costume, and I make sure they're on set at the right time. Hi, Tim. Tim, can you let Adam know that everybody's ready here, all the principals, when he needs them? I also have to be a day ahead, getting that organised and making sure that's all sorted out and people are booked for that. And also a few days and weeks ahead, booking supporting artists for other episodes and other scenes. Do you want to know the essays? It's kind of very difficult to prioritise sometimes. They are called from 7:30 tomorrow morning. It's very long hours. I've got to be the first one there in the morning. I tend to be the last one to leave because I have to make sure everybody's de-rigged and everybody's gone and everything's sorted. And there's times at night when the schedule may change if we're not complete. on the daily schedule. The call sheet for the next day may change. Every day is so different that you're wandering around unit base and we've got disease patients. And then all of a sudden we're in the 19th century, Paris in the 17th century, and it's incredible. There's no other job that varies that much.
There's a bit of a mess up with the hotels, and it seems like...
No, it's fine. I really enjoy making everybody on the crew happy. If they have any problems, I get them, and I have to sort them out with a smile. Should we have another cup of coffee? Come on. It's such a tough schedule that it's really, really important for the cast and crew to get on, and they muck in and nothing phases them. They're brilliant.
Yeah, go on, Lind.
I was just talking about the fact I was folding up David's pants this morning. On costume shop.
Not my real pants, my stunt pants.
Your stunt pants.
Yeah.
And you can be quite cheeky to them and quite rude, and they just take it on the chin.
Special stunt pants.
Special
yeah.
stunt pants.
My own pants are much more stylish.
Main highlight, I think, is when the programme, is finished. You see it on the television, and it's just quite an honour to have worked on it and know that it's the work you've put in behind the camera that's helped put that together.
I'm the art department production manager, which really means I'm the admin person in the art department. So it's somebody who can make sure that the guys have what they need when they need it. And also dealing with the budget and just trying to keep track of where the money's going and how much we've got left or how much we haven't got left, depending on how it's going. I was a production accountant on a number of feature films and a few TV series around in Britain and abroad, and I'd worked with some of the members of the art department here, with Edward and Stephen before, so they needed somebody. I mean, a lot of my job is sort of accountancy based, just dealing with the numbers, so they asked me if I'd like to come work with them on Doctor Who. I mean, the art department's a great place to work. There's so much going on. It's obviously a very, very creative place, and they're a great bunch of people, so it's great to just be in the office every day. There's not a lot I don't like. I don't like sometimes coming in and having a mound of paperwork to deal with. That's the least exciting and least interesting part of the job, but it's quite a big part of the job at the end of the day. Seeing the sets from initial stages and ideas all the way through to actually being finished, dressed and shot on is great. That's always a good buzz.
My name is Lee Gammon. I'm one of the standby art directors. When we're filming, I'm in charge of the set and the props. I'm going through the script, pulling out what props we're going to need, what's going to needs to be made, what needs to be manufactured, making sure that those all go out to the right people, and then making sure it's there on the day and that it looks good. I do a prep period before we film. I spend 6 weeks in the office prepping and writing lists and making phone calls and chasing things up. Where's the ammunition stored, sorry?
The ammunition, well, obviously the black powder, if it's separate from cartridge form.
And then when we're on set, it's a completely different kettle of fish. I'm running around and doing, much more practical, hands-on part of the job, so I quite like the variation, I think. There's always changes to be made and amendments to be made, and showing them around and how it all works. On a programme like this, you're in somewhere completely different every day, so there's no sort of formula or pattern. I actually really enjoy the actual filmmaking process, so it's nice to be, there. A lot of the art department never, aren't on set, so it's nice to do both really, to be behind the scenes and then on set afterwards. From a design point of view, Doctor Who is quite a unique project to be working on. From what's available in this country in television, you're working on a whole variety of different sets, times, eras, futuristic periods, like monsters, aliens, space. It's you don't get that gamut of variety on any other programme. It can be quite stressful sometimes. The hours are very long. You're either standing around waiting for a lot of things to happen and other people to do their jobs. There's never enough time really to get everything that you want done, so you're always sort of scrabbling around. Yeah, it's a bit mayhem sometimes.
It's December the 25th, 2005. I'm up in Scotland at my mum and dad's, and in, I don't know, about 7 hours' time, the Christmas Invasion will be on, and that's it. We will finally be broadcasting the show that we've been working on for all these months, which is quite a big moment, quite exciting. It's everywhere. The build-up to this Christmas special has been bewildering. We're on the cover of every TV guide going, it seems. Very exciting, and no pressure. It's nice to be up with family for Christmas, and I guess we'll all sit around and watch it. And I hope they like it. Merry Christmas.
Right now, it's the Christmas present we've all been waiting for. Something's coming, but can the Doctor make mincemeat?
Of course he can, he's sitting here.
This is when she hears the noise, is it?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What's happening?
You don't know, I just see I don't want a running commentary, thank you very much. Just see wee snippets.
This is Mickey at work.
She's grand. What is your mother?
Mickey!
Jackie, it's the TARDIS.
I know, I heard it. She's alive, Mickey. I said so, didn't I? She's alive.
Just shut up a minute.
Well, where is it then?
Somebody asked him if we could go tonight.
Not the best flyer, are you?
I'd love it then.
But who is he? Where's the Doctor?
That's him. Right in front of you. That's the Doctor.
What do you mean that's the Doctor? Doctor Who?
Oh, dear. Oh, yes, yes.
So, how was it watching the show last night? Was it as surreal an experience for you as it was for me?
Not really. No, we're kind of used now to seeing you on the telly. Good to see the Doctor Who now kicked off, though.
Yeah, but it was very special.
I think everybody,
Well, everybody I've met has said it's fantastic.
even our family.
I know, yeah.
You think the kids liked it?
Well, very much, yeah.
The fact that they absolutely stayed still and watched it, even although they had all their Christmas stuff.
So the one thing I do have to just before I go back to Cardiff.
Yeah.
Perhaps, Mother, you can talk us through what this might be that you have acquired over the last few months.
This is a gift from a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Who's very good at cross stitch.
Yeah.
Which is what this is. It's interesting.
I don't know if
It's
this
a very good
signifies. I don't know if this signifies that I've made it or the end of my career. It's one or the other.
But you must admit, though, it is a good likeness. You would know it was you. The one thing that I think we had one or two comments about is the boggle eyes. But then
I think, well, maybe I am a little boggle-eyed. Maybe we just have to admit
I
it.
think we have to, yes.
Yeah. Maybe that's the secret of my success. And on that bombshell, we say goodbye to the McDonald family and I head back to Cardiff.
And a Happy New Year when it comes.
There you go, Happy New Year. And it feels exciting now that it's out there, up and running, and some people have been saying how annoying it is that I have to wait till April to see any more. So that's good. Yeah, what a relief. That's it. Christmas is come and gone. It's finally out there. And I'm it now. This is the shoot for the style guide for the series. I'm just setting up to do a bunch of shots. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but it basically means lots and lots of photographs, I think. Kate, can you explain what we're doing today?
Yeah, absolutely. What we're going to do today is this is the publicity, picture publicity for the national press and the international press. So over there we'll be shooting you in a minute for the tabloids, the supplements, the listings, magazines. For this country and over here, this is a commercial sector, so we're shooting for the international press and for DVD covers and for books and merchandise and sculpts and all that kind of stuff.
So all the DVD covers
Yes.
that you ever see will all come from tonight's
All
shoot?
from today's show, absolutely. And we're here for a very long time, and we've only just begun.
There's Mr. Finch. There's Sarah Jane. Here's some Cybermen. This is Mark, our photographer of the evening.
That's fine. Let's just do a straight to camera for Polaroid.
My name is Paul Aitken. I'm the assistant prop master for Doctor Who, which involves dressing sets, making sure all the work is done, making sure all the props are here. We also make sure that the chaps on set have all their hand props and action props. Basically anything to do with props. Can we take these nails out the side as well? Yeah. Just in case. So I'm taking on the role of charge hand today, which involves talking to set decorator and designer, everybody else, deciding on what kind of look we want, what we need to achieve by the end of the day.
Do you want a back on it, Dave?
A back? What do you mean?
Well, a back to the letterbox, or just a hole, and we'll paint it black.
Just a hole, yeah.
Okay. And then
We're actually filming on this set tomorrow, so we basically need to get it finished. But just allocating jobs for everybody that suit their skills. What we're doing today is dressing the set behind us, which is called Magpie Shop. It's a 1950s television shop, which we initially dress it as quite an empty shop, but later on in the episode it fills up. And maybe we can use a piece from here and patch that little bit in the corner that's missing a bit. So we have a couple of challenges specific to this set, which would involve the fact that we need 20 plus 1950s televisions, which don't exactly grow on trees. So we've had those made up by our prop maker up in New Forest. And we then put modern day portable TVs into the back of these 1950s cases that we've had made, and they get fed by a DVD player. So it's kind of a marriage of old and new. The thing I enjoy most of all about my job, I'd say, is the fact that from one week to the next you could be doing completely unrelated things. We did a 1950s street party a couple of weeks ago in a street in the middle of Cardiff, which was a challenge, doing it in the modern day when we have to hide lampposts and keep cars away and fill it with 1950s vehicles and that kind of thing. And then we may be dressing, you know, a granny's bedroom a couple of days later for the interior of one of the houses that we shot there. So the variety is probably the most fun part of it, and the fact that we get to see and handle lots of interesting props.
In this very corridor last year, they had their very first day of filming on Doctor Who Series 1. I think this is where the little pig man got shot. And today, more than a year later, we're back in the same location, but this time it's Ali Pali in 1953. Just a little bit of Doctor Who trivia for you, fact fans. So this is Alexandra Palace, 1953. BBC security guard and a young Verity Lambert, I believe. Apparently it's going to be very windy.
Windy. Windy is fine. It should be high up. Are we supposed to be high up?
Yeah.
But
I might fall off. Okay.
We've got a bit of string to tell you what.
No, okay, that's all right then. I'm not worried anymore. Hello. It's Saturday the 18th of February and we're on a heliport in Cardiff filming the upper reaches of the Ali Pali transmitter. That's the top bit and that's the bottom bit. And that's a man dressed as me, Gordon Seed, stunt double, with a fake quiff. And there's a big bloody wind machine that they blow at us. As if it wasn't cold enough. There's Doctor Who Confidential on a balcony. What are they doing? There's a helicopter over there, look.
It's too late! It's too late for all of us! Oh, no more of this! You promised me peace!
Been burning the candle about things. You overreached yourself.
Rubber souls! Swear by 'em!
Yourself. There you cut. And bottom B.
When we first got the scripts for this episode, it was based in the north of London.
This could still be New York. I mean, this looks very New York to me.
So the brief was to find somewhere that was on a slight incline, possibly red brick, and one of the other elements as well was that it had no trees in it because the episode was based midsummer and we're actually shooting it in February. One of the first things we had to do here was gain a road closure on quite a busy main road, which is at the T-junction at the top of the street. And in order to do this, we have to apply to the council for a road closure act, which usually takes about 6 weeks. We've got a big scene with a rain machine that we're going to be using, and what we have to do there with the residents is put some cling film over their chimney pots, because otherwise the force of our Bowser would sort of go down people's chimneys. Doctor Who has a huge scope when you come to find locations, because you're not just dealing with present day storylines, you're travelling through time. So in one episode you could be in the 21st century, so you're looking for futuristic, avant-garde, state-of-the-art modern design, and in the next episode you could be back in the 12th, 13th, 14th century. You never know where you are, and that in itself is very, very exciting.
My name is James North and I'm the Assistant Supervising Art Director on Doctor Who. When we're in the office we tend to be organising exactly how all of our different teams are going to be working. So we put together a document which is called a set and strike, and that basically tells us where everyone's going to be. So where our painters are going to be, where our set dressers are going to be, where our construction boys are going to be, when we need to start our builds, when we need to start getting the props together to make sure that everything's in the right place at the right time. The timescales often phase us slightly, but it always does get done, no matter how many sleepless nights and how many hours that everybody has to put in. It's nice being inside in the office sometimes organising the plans, but it's nice to get out, especially in the morning when you can go out and the unit can arrive and you can see everybody and hand over something that you're really proud of, because we are all very proud of the work that we do. On the day of Florizel Street, which was our 1950 street in Cardiff, on that morning then myself and Steve, the Supervising Art Director, and Ed, the production designer, all turned up on set. That's one of the strange dresses really, because it's such a large dress and there's so much stuff for us to do, but there's also a lot of things which we can't do till the very last minute. We can't put our built 1950s front doors over someone's UPVC door until they've gone out to work in the morning. So there was a bit of a rush then in the morning just to get everything ready for the crew to turn up.
It'd be nice to tidy these windows up a bit, wouldn't it, if we get Elmsey to do that?
Then once a unit arrive, we hand everything over to our on-set art directors who will look after the location and be on standby then throughout all the filming there. I came from a theatre background, so I studied theatre design and used to design small-scale touring theatre. And subsequently, Doctor Who came along and came to Wales, where I was working in Cardiff. I was introduced to Ed and then sent off a CV and stuff, and then and then came on board after the first series. So this is my first series of Doctor Who. I think the best thing about working for Doctor Who is the fact that we just get to do just what we used to do when we were kids. We get to design things that every kid wishes that he could do that for a job, you know. The joy of being where I am within the art department is that we get to see it right the way through. So from the initial discussions about it over the script, about what this thing should look like or how it should be and how we're going to build it, etc., right the way through then to the day when the unit turn up.
We're in a kind of rather spooky corner of Newport Docks. It's pretty bleak and pretty gothic, and we've got a bunch of faceless people in a cage. These poor sporting artists who've been wearing these prosthetics for hours now. They can't see much, they can't hear or speak very much, which can be a lot of fun, especially as it's cold and dank and pretty unpleasant for them. I've got some nice warm soup. This is where the faceless people sit before they're taken off, go and stand in a cage all night. But they can't really talk to each other or see each other, so they just sit in silence in this little tent in the middle of this freezing cold dock. I'm sure there's some EU regulation that forbids this kind of practice. They've got music anyway. I think they're literally playing soothing music to stop them all going mad. They literally can't see a thing. They're having it all to be led one by one back to the prosthetics wagon. It's grim. Guys, has this been the weirdest thing you've ever had to do?
Probably. It's been the most painful, yes.
Is it really grim in there?
Yeah, the funny thing is, this mask has got a life of its own. When you talk, it attacks you.
Right, yes.
Be very careful what you say.
Yeah.
It like blocks your mouth.
Yeah.
And you can't breathe. And apart from that,
it's great. You're having a ball.
I'm Sarah, one of the production runners.
I'm Tim, and I'm also one of the production runners. We support every department if possible. We're the link. If something needs to be taken from one to another, generally it's the runner who does it. It just frees up time to get things done on set. There's a lot of to and fro to be done with kind of getting people. If, like for instance, an artist is taken onto set, it's essential that costume and makeup are taken there at the same time to be on standby for checks on set. So it's kind of thrown to us that one really to make sure that they get there as well on time and follow the artists in. So it's kind of a big team operation really.
Yeah, it's just organisation really, basically making sure all the departments know what's going on all the time. It's not a case of sort of a normal job where you kind of have an application form and you go for an interview and stuff. It is a lot of the time sort of meeting people, being in the right place at the right time. So, you know, it can be quite tricky and you just got to be persistent with it and keep knocking on doors and keep sending CVs and keep making phone calls really, and that's all you can do.
I very rarely kind of advise people who are looking to start at our level to kind of go straight into university. It's kind of getting out of school and starting, you know, from scratch basically, from ground zero, and build your way up like that, because it's all to do with experience at the end of the day.
People generally kind of take pity on us, I think, because we start quite early and then we're usually the last to leave. Everyone's sort of quite nice, grouped together, can be really sweet to you and stuff.
And another thing is, when we do go out, we tend to get loads of drinks bought for us as well.
That's great.
Because again, people take pity. We are humble runners.
So, Block 5 begins today, and I'm in a spacesuit. And we're in a quarry. It's like a proper sci-fi show. And we begin the two parts of the Satan Pit today. And all this week we're doing proper through the nights in this quarry. Just me and Claire, who's playing Ida. Billy's got a whole week off, can you believe that? And this is the beginning of the final block, really. In 5 weeks' time, Series 2 will all be over. It could be a kind of challenging week, but we shall see. I'll let you know. This is our little space capsule.
So Sarah,
There's Claire. Do you think she looks like Bruce Willis in this? Interesting.
Stand by. And action.
What's it like down there?
It's hard to tell. Some sort of cave, cavern. It's massive. Well, this should help. Gravity globe. That's... My God, that's beautiful. Rose, you can tell Toby. We found a civilization.
Yeah. Oh, a terrible helmet here. You feel a bit lost because you literally can't hear anyone unless they're shouting, and we can't hear each other doing acting. You hear a vague mumble, and you just wait till the mumble stops and you say your line. It's very odd.
Well, we've come this far. There's no turning back.
Oh, did you have to? No turning back? That's almost as bad as nothing can possibly go wrong. Or this is going to be the best Christmas Wolford's ever had.
Have you finished?
Huh? Finished.
My name's Mike Jones. I'm the editor on Block 5 of Doctor Who. An editor is the person who puts together the programme. It's like a big jigsaw puzzle. I just have to sort of piece it all together and make the jigsaw work.
And got there.
It all starts as an editor when the crew start. They're shooting. The next day I'll come in, I'll watch the rushes and start putting the programme together, which is a long process of sorting through all the different takes, which takes the entire time while they're shooting. Then at the end of that we arrive at what we call an assembly, which is just a sort of a rough cut. After that, James, the director, comes into the edit suite with me and we work together on a fine cut where we really, really go over every edit that's in the programme with a fine-tooth comb and make sure that it all is completely sort of invisible so that the audience don't actually notice that we're manipulating their attention this way or that way.
Oh, I see. The storm's blown itself out.
On episodes 8 and 9, we've got a lot of visual effects, and because the programme's going out mid-series, and it was the last one filmed, we've got a very sort of tight schedule. So if you imagine, we had to edit all the visual effects sequences before we had edited the whole programme, so it was a bit topsy-turvy. I started as a runner in an editing house in London, and I just started making tea and sandwiches, and then I used to stay behind, learn how to use the equipment, and then I went freelance, and that was the best thing ever happened to me actually. And yeah, just hard work and luck.
My name is Richard Sean Williams, and I'm the storyboard artist on Doctor Who Series 2. And basically what I do is I sit down with the directors and I go through the script with them and establish each and every shot that they want me to draw out.
Down the barrel of the gun, so if the gun's...
Literally straight on, is it?
Yeah.
I do mostly drawing by hand, well, all drawing by hand to start off with. Quick pencil sketching when I first sit with the directors. Then afterwards, when I clean them all up, I'll ink them all up with black marker. Sometimes I'll put a bit of marker colour in. They're mostly for things like explosions and any kind of effects shot where black and white doesn't really show everything. It's really, really great when I sit down with the directors. I know from the first instance working out the shots, you know, when you're starting to see Doctor Who, you know, from text to visual for the first time, you know, and playing so much of a part in that, I think that's amazing, really, to be honest.
So we'll have one of our wide shots, which is, will be CGI.
The more personal time I spend with a director, the better the communication is, the faster we are at knowing what each other need to know. Such a brilliant feeling, really, when you see the rushes for the first time, and you know, you can remember all the shots that you've been through sitting down with the directors, and you start seeing, you know, what you actually storyboarded, you know, being screened. It's amazing to see.
Wednesday the 29th of March, we got 3 days filming left on Series 2, and last night we had the press launch. We showed New Earth to the ladies and gentlemen of Her Majesty's Press down at the Millennium Centre in Cardiff. Bit bleary-eyed this morning as a result of that. It was quite a long night, and, you know, lots of nervous energy. Showing our homework to everybody, but there was a good vibe. I think people seemed very enthused by it. It was exciting, actually. It was good, and it's nice to feel that we're suddenly getting it out there, that after all these months it's about to be on the telly, and hopefully all this hard work will have paid off. And aside from all that, I can't quite believe that we're nearly done. 9 months really has flown by, and I have really enjoyed myself, and I will miss it, actually, for 3 months until it all starts again, of course. And I'll miss Belle doing all that press with her last night, and just, you know, kind of holding each other's hand through all the madness. I'll miss having her around. I really will. This is very much now the final furlong. This is Habitation 3. This is the Ood. So this is the command centre of Sanctuary Base 6.
Oh my God, you meant it.
People, look at that, real people.
That's us. Hooray!
Yeah, definitely real. My name's Rose Tyler, and this is the Doctor.
Come on, we're in the middle of an alert. Danny, strap up. Brakes coming in. Impact in 30 seconds. Sorry, just hold on, tight.
Hold on to what?
Anything, I don't care, just hold on. And impact!
You just openly laughed. I just heard a bark from you.
Good stuff, man. I was trying so hard. Professional fight. I leave you to it, though.
I know.
Jefferson gains a little quiff by the end of the experience.
And what was that with you getting to spray out fires? Whoa.
Hey.
Check you out.
Why, aye.
My name's Mark Hutchins. I'm the lighting gaffer on Doctor Who. Series 1 and Series 2 and hopefully Series 3. I'm basically head of the lighting department. I've actually got 4 or 5 personnel who work for me. My right-hand man is called a best boy, who's second in command, and then I have 3 or 4 lighting electricians who work underneath him. A typical day on Doctor Who varies from day to day depending on what episode we're shooting. Obviously we could be in the studio, we could be in the TARDIS, we could be out on location. But generally we work 12, 13-hour days.
The backlight 5K, you want green on? That should be flashing orange, yeah.
You have some good days, you have some bad days. It's the same with every job. But one thing about this job is generally you're doing something different every day. You know, varying from set to set, which is lit differently. So from a job satisfaction point of view, it is very good. And obviously started off as a lighting electrician, then started climbing the ladder as a best boy, and eventually reached, which is the highest you can go in lighting, is a gaffer. We had a week and night, which is a quality. That was quite exciting, you know. But unfortunately, it was freezing cold, minus degrees, which wasn't very pleasant. But like I said, you have to take the rough with the smooth in this job. Myself to be involved in Doctor Who as a gaffer is very good for myself. Obviously, I've been a gaffer for 10 years, and I've done some big productions over the years. But Doctor Who, at the moment, is the flagship of the BBC.
My name's Stephen Morris, and I'm the second assistant director. I make sure everyone knows what's going on the filming day, make sure they turn up on time. How did I become a second? I worked my way up through the ranks. I was a floor runner for nearly a year, and was very, very lucky to be given an opportunity to be a third on a show down in Cardiff. I stayed thirding for about 5 years, and then I had to make the step up to being a little bit more grown up and become a second. And it's a steady road up to if you want to go further into the production department. The best part for me is meeting all these people, because you get all the crews coming in as well, and you can have a good banter, and making sure that they're all happy. Because if you have a good, happy crew, it's a fantastic place to be. Today's lovely because it's not an overcomplicated episode. We've got several human characters, as it were, and then we've got some alien creatures called the Ood. We had a very early make-up with Will Thorpe, who plays Toby. Now, he's possessed in the episode. So when he's possessed, he develops these tattoos on his body, all over his face. So that was a 6 o'clock start to be on set for 8:10. Taking artists down, guys. Minibus will be back for you presently.
Who's driving?
Me.
Thanks.
The one thing that isn't fantastic about being a second, I suppose, is the really early starts that you can get. If you get a prosthetic in, for example, on the last series of Doctor Who, we had the tree people in. They were fantastic, and they were a 4-hour prosthetic makeup application. So that was a bit unpleasant, having to get up, and if you're on camera for 8, you were there a ridiculously early hour, making sure they're happy and so on. But when you get here, it's just leaving the bed that hurts. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Best thing about working for Doctor Who, to come home at the end of the day and say, I've just been filming with the Cybermen, or go home at the end of the day and say, last series, go home and just been filming with the Daleks. It's just something else, something different. You know, it's not your conventional TV drama, because it's not. It's Doctor Who. Extra special. We're very, very, very lucky. It's a good show, good, fantastic cast, great crew, and good fun.
It's the last day. It's the 31st of March 2006. It's lunchtime. It's just 2 o'clock now. So in 5 hours' time we will have finished filming on Series 2 Doctor Who. It's weird. Billy's got 2 scenes left. I think Billy herself is a bit numb to it really at the moment. I suspect it'll all hit afterwards. But everyone's very excited about the wrap party tonight. I think after 9 months everyone is ready to go a bit bananas. It is a bit like the end of term, which indeed is exactly what it is. I can't really believe that's it. I think I'm going to miss it. You get almost institutionalised doing these kind of hours for this many months, it'll be a bit like being released back out into the community. I might be like one of those patients from a mental home who can't cope in the outside world. A couple of nights ago we had a screening for the cast and crew of episodes 1 and 2, and it was lovely. It was great to see everybody so enthusiastic and excited about the work that we've all done, and to see the work looking so good. So that's it, the final day. It has arrived, and it's just about over. Bye.
What did you do to the TARDIS? Put a hole in it.
No one's broken the TARDIS. Luckily it's our last day.
Thank God.
That's no one's handiwork. And no one's supposed to be in charge of continuity. So Claire, it's the final day of Series 2, and here you are in the TARDIS.
In the TARDIS.
Yeah?
I'm in the TARDIS, and I think you'll find there are many guest actors who get to be where I am right now. Sure, I'm unconscious.
That's irrelevant.
Sure, I don't say anything to you.
You're very much here, very much a presence.
Very much here.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
Yeah. Have you had a nice time?
I've loved it.
Yeah. Are you going to miss us?
Yes, I am actually. Everybody said that I'd had a really nice time, that the crew was lovely, and that you were lovely.
But you don't believe a word of it,
believe
really?
a word of it.
No, sure.
But it's all true. It's been fab.
And are you coming to the Rat Party tonight? Yeah.
And this is going to be me, 3 o'clock tomorrow morning. This is me after action in this scene. This is me at 3 o'clock this morning. Come off that box.
Good. Well, at least you're getting into practice.
Yeah.
Well, we've loved having you. Thank you for coming to play.
My pleasure. Treasure.
This is Billie Piper lining up for her final close-up on Doctor Who. She looks quite calm about it. She looks alright about it, really.
Doctor, what did you find down there? That creature, what was it?
I don't know. Never did decipher that writing. But that's good. Yeah, I know everything. Might as well stop.
What do you think it was? Really?
I think we beat it. That's good enough for me.
Said I was going to die in battle.
Then it lied.
Right, onwards, upwards. Ida, see you again, maybe.
Hope so.
Thanks, boys!
Hold on though, Doctor, you never really said.
You two. Who are you?
Oh, the stuff of legend. Thank you very much, everybody. That is a wrap.
Thank you ever so much, and let's go get pissed.
It starts off where I play a guy called Victor Kennedy.
Thank you.
Sorry, don't mind me asking, but who are you?
I am your salvation.
Which is brilliant because that's nothing like anything I've ever done. And then at the end, it's total other end of the spectrum. I'm come to kill you, Doctor! Ah, and it's all this. I'm playing an alien. Can you tell? Letting me talk like this as the alien instead of being, I am an alien and I want you, Doctor, which you've seen done to death. It's just pushing things like that I think makes it so special.
This is a making of. This is what goes on behind the scenes.
I'd seen some things that Russell had done. And then Doctor Who comes along, and I wrote to him as a fan. I just said how much I loved it.
So sweet. You wouldn't let an innocent man die.
I didn't write wanting a reply. In fact, I'm glad because it took 3 months. But I finally got a letter back, and he just said, Blue Peter have designed an alien for the new series, and I'm trying to make the episode really special. Would you like to do something in it?
Good to get Skinner in as well.
Yeah, and then
This is all working out the shots, this is called. This is sorting it all out. It's a shame I wasn't with David and Billy Moore, because I met them yesterday and I was with them for about 3 or 4 hours and they were lovely, and you're trying to steal a few minutes in between scenes to kind of talk to each other. But that's just the way of the job. It's funny because I am loving it. What I'm loving the most about it is it's a real honour to do Doctor Who, to just be on set and have fun.
Give it some...
I just think it's made with so much affection and love that it's just unbelievable, you know. I'll be relieved to get this off. It's fantastic, but it takes 2 hours to get off. So you think, that's a wrap, and you're like, oh, I can't.
I'm sure you're a rush.
My name's Peter McKinstry. I'm one of the concept designers for Series 2 of Doctor Who, and basically what that means is I get to take a look at all the scripts, break it down into what needs designing, and then we attack it until we arrive at something that we're happy with. What we do is we would sit down with Ed Thomas, production designer, and the director as well, usually, going through all the elements that need designing, and we discuss the feeling and the tone of the episode, basically. And then from there, what we do is hit it with loads and loads of sketches, so that we have lots of different options to present. I sketch everything, and then I scan that into Photoshop, and then develop them further in Photoshop with a graphics tablet. So it's basically finalise designs, get designs locked off with Edward Thomas and Russell, of course. Once those designs have been locked, then they go to props or get built into sets, and then we get feedback on that, and we make any changes that are necessary before it actually goes in front of the cameras. A week later, if it's a prop, you get to see it in 3D in real life, or a set, and you get to walk around it, so it's very cool. The beauty of Doctor Who is, of course, that each story is completely different from the last, and you never know where you're going to go with the next one.
We have just started on episode 11, Fear Her. We are in a housing estate in Wales, which is doubling for a housing estate in East London at the time of the 2012 Olympics. And all is well except for the fact that it's very, very, very cold. It's January in Cardiff rather than the summer in East London, and we're freezing. It does feel like we've been cold for weeks now. Continually trying to not look like you're shivering. When we started filming back in July, we had a few quite nice days out on location, but they seem to be a thing of memory now. Distant memory. It's so cold at the moment, we've actually had to rewrite lines in this script to talk about the Isolus drawing the heat in around it, because everybody's talking with such clouds in their breath that it's evidently close to 0 degrees at the moment. Do this for a couple of weeks and then we're off to the 1950s for The Idiot's Lantern, which is next. Hopefully it'll warm up a bit. We're trying to wrangle a cat. Eros trying to keep calm.
Is that wrangling or strangling?
Scratch my face.
Peter Bennett is a sort of Dr. Dolittle figure. Standing over there is the writer who made his film with the cat. Thanks very much, Matthew. Cheers, mate.
Look at Dr. Dolittle.
Yeah. He's a sort of Grizzly Adams. He's actually attached to a wire. There's Craig, round the corner, yanking the cat on a bit of fish wire. How are you feeling about that, Tiddles?
As soon as you're ready, we'll just put Billy down with it and we'll scare him away.
Thanks for the cat, Matthew.
You know what? You should have made it down differently.
Yeah.
Brainstorming a bit more.
CGI cat we could just shove in, yeah.
What?
No, I'm not really a cat person. Once you've been threatened by one in a nun's wimple, kind of takes the joy out of it.
Come here, Puss. What do you want to go in there for?
My name's Rory Taylor. I'm the director of photography on Doctor Who. And my particular job is doing the lighting and the camera work and generating a visual style to the series.
Yeah, okay.
My typical day is normally about a 12-hour day, always on location.
Camera, Nina?
I work with the director, with the art department, trying to generate a style and a mood to the series of Doctor Who.
It'll be quite wide.
I did say it to you as well.
Have a look there. That's not bad for a type.
By the end of the series, I would have done 5 episodes. One was set in Queen Victorian time, in 1880. Another one was set in 1780 and also 3000 AD. And another one was set in 1953. So they're all completely different periods of history, really.
Chloe! Chloe, it's Rose! Open up!
When I was about 9, I became interested in stills photography. And I used to take a lot of still photographs, really. And I went to study history of art. I went to art school. And that introduced me to still pictures that move. And to me, making a film or shooting a television program is essentially still photography where people move around. And then you can develop that picture a little bit more than you can with a still photograph. So it's something I set my heart out doing when I was very young. And was determined to do it. Falling into television drama or being a director of photography enables me to work with actors who I thoroughly enjoy working with, directors, producers, and storytelling. So I just tell stories on film. To me, it's not a job, it's a hobby. And I think if you have the opportunity to have a job as a hobby, you're lucky. I'm lucky.
So it's the new year, it's January, and we're back at it. We're still doing Block 3, still being directed by Graham Harper, and doing episodes 5 and 6, 12 and 13, all the Sideman stuff. And all is well. The show's obviously now out there after the Christmas special, which got a great reception and has gone down very well. So it's slightly different now, you know. Going shopping has suddenly become a bit more tricky, wandering around the street and so on. But everyone's been very nice. And today we're in an RAF base, somewhere near Cardiff, in a big hangar, which is doubling for Torchwood, the hangar at Torchwood. So yeah, but we've never been away. Back at it. Tracy Ann O'Byrne, welcome to Doctor Who.
I'm very honoured to be here.
Are you?
My favourite programmes, and I'm a very big fan of David Tennant.
Yeah.
Very excited today. We're at an RAF base, and the soldiers, the RAF.
Yeah, there's real soldiers watching you. Yeah.
It's a bit cold today, it's freezing, and what they've managed to do on Doctor Who, which I think is brilliant, is make it colder inside the set than it is outside.
Have you got your thermals on?
I've got my hand warmers.
That's it. That's all you've got. That's all you've got to go on.
I couldn't fit a thermal because my top's so low cut. I couldn't fit a thermal.
Well, if you will, play a brazen hussy.
But no, it's been fantastic. Today we're doing all the my speaking.
You're lots of talking today. Yeah. We've got to go now. Susie's calling us. Final touch up.
This is Annie.
This is Anwen, working her magic. 15 hours in makeup, Tracy Ann takes.
60. And that's an easy day.
Yeah. She's been here all weekend preparing for this.
Actually.
So this is Torchwood. Thing with the blue light. I'm not entirely sure which planet this thing's supposed to have come from. That's from the planet of the strangely mustachioed cat people. What is that? I don't know, I think there's a spin-off series in this. This is a Doctor Who Confidential team skulking in the corner, recording our every move.
Action!
Oh, how marvellous! Oh, very good. Superb.
Thanks. Nice to meet you. I'm the Doctor.
Oh, I should say, hooray!
You've heard of me then?
Well, of course we have. And I have to say, if it wasn't for you, none of us would be here. The Doctor and the TARDIS.
Tracy Ann's final moments on Doctor Who. This is it. It's a wild ride.
And action. You will not pass. You will not pass. I did my duty, Queen and country. You will not pass. You will not pass. I did my duty, Queen and country.
I did my duty. I did my duty. Oh, God. I did my duty.
Thank you. That's a goodbye on Tracy Ann.
Don't give it to me.
My name's Charlie Blewett. I'm a special effects technician for Millennium Effects. We've been getting up nice and early every morning, being the first on set, usually the last to leave, going through a number of different routines to get people dressed in Cyberman outfits. Usually dressed probably about 3 at a time. To begin with, we were probably taking about an hour, just over an hour, hour 20 minutes to get these guys, each guy into a suit.
Feel alright around your leg there?
Yeah, that's now got it down to a nice fine art. So we get the guys in the costumes, depending on body type, anywhere from about 15 minutes if we have 2 people dressing one person, or anywhere upwards of maybe 45 minutes if we have problems with the costume. The suits are a bit of a pain. To say the truth, that they've been designed to try and make them as easy wearing as possible. That they are heavy, they're meant to look like metal, so therefore the techniques to make them look like metal means that they are a little heavy. They're brittle, made out of fiberglass, so you know they can cut and graze, which is why we maintain them. We make sure that there are no sharp edges if anything gets knocked or split. To begin with, the guys were very, very restricted in their movement. I think they probably thought could move far more. Now they've been wearing the costumes a lot more. They've actually found ways that they can manipulate their body to do simple things, such as maybe have a glass of water. The masks have actually been devised where we have 2 clips either side which are connected to catches, which one technician can basically push just under the bars of the head to basically release them. The idea now that we can very, very quickly go over in between shots to allow these guys to get fresh air. Some of the guys we have, their heads might be a little tighter fit in the masks than other people, which is one of the reasons why we need to get them out as much as possible.
Cheers, everybody.
It's just a great job being a part of a team on so many different departments, and to work on something like Doctor Who, it's just a complete buzz.
I'm Stuart Woodis. I'm the storeman for BBC Doctor Who, and my job is to look after all the hired and bought and otherwise miscellaneous props that come with the series. Every day is different, I guess. I could be striking a set, I could be dressing a set, I could be doing prop returns, or I could be checking off and photographing props that are coming in from London or other prop houses around the country.
Large
spouted aluminium jug top loop handle 1. My job would be to look after those props after they've come in and make sure that they get to set, and then make sure that they go back to the places that they've come from. Props do go missing frequently, obviously because we've got so many different sets and different studios working and different people handling the props. It's hard to keep a track on things. There's also people who quite like to get their hands on Doctor Who props for obvious reasons, so it's hard to kind of, you know, have to keep track of the important ones. We do have a loss and damage budget for things that do get lost or do get damaged, but I try to keep that down as much as I can. It's such an amazing production to work on because we could be making some amazing spaceship with lots of technical stuff and guns and amazing props, and then the next day we could be working on some 1900 episode with horses and carts and, you know, really old furniture and things. So literally it's from one day to the other. The variety is just incredible. It feels great to be part of Doctor Who. It's good to be part of something that is kind of big at the minute. It's kind of the biggest production in the country and everyone's talking about it.
I'm very excited. Because look, the Daleks are on set. Of course, on all the call sheets they're just down as enemy, so nobody knows what's really going on. It's very exciting. There's one there as well. Yeah, I got my
It's good when the voice echoes around in here. It sounds like the Dalek movies. They think that echoing voice. I thought so. Loving it.
No problem. The producer's broken the Dalek.
He was trying to shove the sucker into me.
Some gaffer tape. Some black tape.
Everybody's out with their cameras now. So embarrassed.
You're bang to rights.
Am I red?
And this one, Mark, if you would.
Shows your medallion.
It's not as big as his. Here's my medallion. Like Jimmy Savile.
It's very bling.
Yeah. I wear it tomorrow night.
It's a fire surrounded by Daleks.
What is this?
That's the gun.
I know.
Why would it have a whisk? They're travelling the galaxy baking cakes?
What's this then? What does that do?
That does everything else. That's like their hand. It goes into computer terminals and it can also suck your brain out and stuff like that.
The shirt is.
So who wins between the battle of the Daleks and the Cybers?
They're all Italian.
The Daleks are tougher. There's only 4 Daleks and there's 5 million Cybermen. Well, of course, the answer to who wins is me.
Of course. But
I beat them all, basically.
Cyber threat, irrelevant, concentrate of the Genesis arc.
No wonder you scream.
The Doctor will open the ark.
Oh, the Doctor will not.
You have no way of resisting.
Well, you got me there, although there is always this.
A sonic probe?
That screwdriver. We've done the Doctor meeting the Daleks, winding them up a bit, and now we're doing the bit where the room starts exploding. So we get to blow some stuff up. Some of my favourite moments.
Action!
Casing and pan, casing and pan. Nicky, come on! Adapt to weaponry.
Jack, forget the stairwell. We're asking you, come on!
Cybermen have been exterminated. Daleks are supreme. The Genesis arc is primed. Genesis arc mobile.
The job of the production designer is to obviously oversee all the design departments within the art department, and make sure that there's a continuity to the design going through the series. You tend to go to set for the beginning of the day just to meet up with the director and talk through things and make sure that everything that's been discussed on the recce's and the production meetings is there for them. The best thing is the ability to be creative and to every day invent another world. You know, you walk into work and you look at a spaceship and you think, you know, this is a dream job. In school, I wasn't very good at the academic subjects, but I enjoyed technical drawing, woodwork, metalwork, art. From there, I then applied to go to Wimbledon School of Art to do a theatre design course, which was a three-dimensional art design course. My first job out of college was assistant designer for the Royal Opera, and it was so vast and so big, it sort of put me off theatre for life, really. And I slowly started getting into advertising and commercials. And then from that I got my first feature film, and then by the time I did my first feature film I was hooked. I'm very pleased with the way that the second series has turned out. You know, I think we've achieved over and above what we achieved in the first series, and that's a lot to do with confidence as far as the design team is concerned. And now the guys have seen their work out there. They really now get a feel of what works and what doesn't. And also we've got the whole arsenal of props and scenery from the first series that we didn't have obviously in the first series, but now we can reuse those things. So there's a huge amount of production value that we can bring to the series now. I don't think any of us realised at the beginning how big it would become, but also how creative you could be, and no episode is the same, you know. So if ever there was an introduction to the industry, it's Doctor Who. Every episode is a different time, a different world, a different feel, and it just allows you to be massively creative, you know. I mean, it's the best job in the world.
It's Monday the 16th of January. We're on a windswept beach somewhere, and we're filming Billy's last ever scenes in Doctor Who. It's not her last ever scenes in Doctor Who because it's only January, so she's still got about 5 episodes to do. But we're filming the very end of episode 13 now, so it's all top secret today. I've just had to sign for today's script pages because they're not being given out to anybody beyond the 5 cast today, to try and keep it a bit of a secret as to what happens at the end. But anyway, we've got the farewell scene to do between the Doctor and Rose. Very sad scene, very simple, very beautiful bit of writing from old Russell. So I guess it's a bit of an important day because it's this will see Rose puttle off into the sunset. Obviously, it's, you know, it feels like quite an important moment. It's very sad. We were just running the lines in the makeup, Trevor, and it's very moving stuff.
You're dead. Officially back home. So many people died that day and you've gone missing. You're on the list of the dead. Here you are. Living a life day after day. The one adventure I can never have.
Am I ever gonna see you again?
You can't.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, I've got the TARDIS. Same old life, last of the Time Lords.
On your own. I love you.
It's quite right too. And I suppose if it's my last chance to say it,
Tyler. Think you've seen it all? Think again. Outside those doors, we might see anything. We could find new worlds. Terrifying monsters. Impossible things. And if you come with me, nothing will ever be the same again.
Come on, let's go. Doctor Who, coming soon to BBC One.
Do try the chips.